Kyle, how's it going today?
Good May 1st. How are you?
It's May Day.
It is.
Do you ever celebrate May Day?
By running around like yelling Mayday. It's Mayday! Mayday!
I don't know. Like, May Day supposedly is a thing. I truthfully don't even know a whole lot of what May Day really is about. I just know it's
right.
May Day.
Right. It's Mayday. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what Mayday means.
I can tell you in Animal Crossing that there's a special island you can go visit today for May Day. It has a little maze on it.
Does it now?
So I'll go through the maze later, but I was helping my daughter with hers.
But is that where you sell the turnips?
I already sold my turnips for the week. And no, you can't sell them on that particular island. But I'm doing quite well in the turnip market. Made several million bells this week. So
whoa!
I got to finish paying off my basement expansion in my home on the island in Animal Crossing, which is like over 2 million bells. So, but the problem is because there's 3 of us playing, we kind of split some of the profits. So like if I was just playing by myself, I would have tons of cash. I would have had this all paid for a long time ago.
Okay,
well, I'm helping pay for multiple.
We need to take a step back. So you can't have like 3 different games going on. Like you play for a while and then player B gets to log into their own account kind of thing.
Oh, this is one of the drawbacks of the game where like each device will have one island. And so anybody that uses that device, they have to share that same island together, which is why, if you recall, I had mentioned a while back, probably, I don't know if it was on a recording or not, I was debating like getting another Nintendo Switch.
Yes, I do remember that. That's why.
This would be why, because
people are jacking your flow, man.
I'd like to totally do the layout myself and see what I come up with and do things that way. Although at this point, I feel like I'm too invested in this island to start over from scratch. And I really don't want to spend the money for a second Nintendo Switch. If you happen to find an extra one you want to just give to me, I would gladly accept that.
I don't even have one, but I can see how your design for an island might get a little jack-em-a-toed up when somebody else sits down and goes, I want to do this. And you're like,
right. Because you're like, well, that building shouldn't go there. Or, we should change the flow the way this river looks. But you have to agree. So it's in a way, it's bringing our family together because we have to discuss these things and come to a
Is it an Animal Crossing? Is it an Animal Crossing? All right, we need an Animal Crossing meeting. Let's go. Come on, we need to bring it. Bring it in.
Up.
Everybody, bring it in. Take a knee. We have to talk about the river flow here. This is not, and I don't know which one.
Conducive to fishing, or for we need a better bridge here.
Is the wife playing too?
Yes, we're all in now. We are all in.
Oh, no.
So
there's too many people on this. I couldn't, because like when I play Ghost Recon, my son will sit next to me and goes, you should do this, you should do this. I'm like, we go away? This is not how I play the game. How you should use that gun or you should go over there. I'm like, leave me alone.
We have to share. We've been doing pretty good for the most part. There's a couple, little things here and there where there's some disagreement, but nothing major. So we're using all of our good I can't think of the right word.
Social skills, interactive ability.
Our conflict resolution skills. That's what it's saying.
Yes.
To de-escalate and make sure that there's no major problems on the island.
Mr. War hasn't lost his mind about somebody like just totally wiping stuff out.
Those were my fruit trees. But it is still so much fun. I enjoy it. It's very silly. It's a nice little escape to just go and fish.
How long are you playing a day?
It depends on the day.
Don't skirt. No. You're doing what the kids are doing when they watch this video. Going, you ask them a question in school, they're like, "Well,
No, typically I play maybe an hour and a half. Last night I was playing longer than normal, so I stayed up.
What's longer than normal?
I went to bed at 1 because I was playing Animal Crossing from like 9:30 to 1.
You were just doing it. You were doing it so nobody else could do anything. So next time they logged in, you actually stopped them from being able to do anything.
Well, actually, my wife and I were taking turns. So we were visiting some other islands. So I would go visit an island, do stuff. Then she would take her turn and visit an island. And we were sort of trading back and forth. So I wasn't playing exclusively the whole time. but I was up a little bit later than normal. I usually don't stay up till 1.
When she's on another island, are you watching and going, no,
No,
don't
because
you?
these are like random islands you visit, like to harvest extra resources or catch bugs or things like that. Um, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't take this anymore.
I mean, it's you know what? This game is crazy. I get it. And it's so popular. I understand.
The only thing that would make it better is if it was set in the Star Wars universe. If there was a Star Wars version of Animal Crossing, it would be phenomenal. Because you could visit different planets. There's a whole bunch of different, creatures you could try and catch, and buildings you could make, and all sorts of. You have ships that you could build, like all sorts of crazy stuff. It would be phenomenal. So, Lucasfilm, when you're watching this, and Disney, when you're looking to make some more money, I ask for 0.1% of the profits. That's all.
Oh yeah, that's all.
It's gonna be a big moneymaker.
Yeah, that's actually you want back end points too. I mean, just
yes.
Back end, like Robert Downey Jr. Off of Marvel.
At least one copy of any of the merchandise that's produced. Like, just send me one of everything.
Yeah, I just need one, because that's one of the things. If I was if I was an actor and I got to be in the Marvel movies, one thing that would be in my contract would be I get a copy of every movie, all of them, and I get any toy with my likeness. I get one. That's part of it.
Yeah,
along with my $20 million salary.
Which, you'd give 90% of that to charity, I'm sure.
Yes, the File Family Charity.
The File Foundation has made
a large donation to itself in the form of a bank account. So, but that's awesome. I like what you're doing. I mean, on the weekends, are you devoting some time, or is it just still?
Yeah, no, we'll usually play a little bit more on the weekends. But it is it truly is a fun family activity, because we just hang out together, we're watching and do it. It's not there really isn't that big of a conflict on the island yet. There could be, so I will keep you posted if that happens. It's a good time as a family to do things, because
maybe
sadly,
your family's different than mine, because I'm thinking this would be really bad.
I would love to just do Star Wars things with my family, but it makes me sad that my daughter is not really a big Star Wars fan.
She's in that age, dude. She's in that age where you realize there is a time where it's going to go away.
It'll come back, though. I'm sure of it.
Yes.
Maybe.
When they find your house in years and all this stuff.
And then she sold everything.
Got to pay for your old folks' home somehow.
It's true.
And your
all
diapers
this will be gone.
Yeah. Except that picture of you over your left-hand shoulder, so she'll keep that.
Me as a young lad.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm working on a video for my students for Star Wars Day, which is Monday, by the way, just as a reminder.
Oh, yes.
And I have a couple ideas. We'll see if it turns out the way my vision has it in my head. So I have a thought process. I don't want to reveal too much, because I want to.
Wait, please don't.
I want people to
enjoy
enjoy
to
it.
See it though.
And then for sure I'll send it to you. I'll probably send it to the rest of the staff as I normally do. Something on Star Wars Day.
Okay. Well, incidentally, on Mondays, May 4th, and then on Tuesdays, May 5th, which is Cinco de Mayo, which happens to be Taco Tuesday. Which
works out perfectly.
And then we have the coronavirus.
Yeah, it's also Revenge of the 5th, if you have celebrated May the 4th too much.
So. Let's see, Revenge of the 5th, tacos.
You could have tacos for Revenge of the 5th. That's okay.
I mean, May the 4th be with you. I'm down with that. But it's Taco Tuesday.
Then it's Cinco de Mayo.
Then it's Cinco de Mayo. Yes, right. Yeah. Well, see, that was an easy quarantine conversations.
It was. We talked about some stuff. It was mostly about Animal Crossing today, but that's all right.
I kind of need to understand why my daughter keeps asking for a Switch so she could just play that. Because
honestly, she would have a blast. It would be so much fun.
Can you?
I vote for her to get one. Yes. I
Can
agree.
she friend people and then you help each other?
Yes, yes. My stepbrother plays, so we'll message each other, and then I'll go to his island and get stuff, and he'll come to ours and get stuff, or we'll share different resources, or if like one of us has something cool happening on our island that day, invite the other one over. So it's a good time.
Hmm.
And
Interesting.
then you can also this is for when I'm selling my turnips. There's a fabulous website called the Turnip Exchange where
No.
people will post like, "Hey, here's on my island, we're selling turnips for this much money." Like, or sorry, we're buying turnips for this much money. So if you want to come over and sell your turnips, feel free. Now, some people will charge you like an admission fee, like you have to give them a
Oh,
percentage of your profits or bring some other resources that they want, which is sort of reasonable. Like, hey, if
okay.
I'm going to open up my island and let all these strangers come over, then you got to give me something for that.
Well, yeah,
And if
you
they
need a
ask
little
for some,
something off the top.
right, if they ask for something reasonable, it's fine. But you'll see people that are asking for very unreasonable things, and
Like
I do not go to any of those.
5,000 bells. I don't even know if that's a thing.
No, it'd be like 500,000 bells.
Oh,
Like, okay, so you might make 2 million in this sale. I want a fourth of it. Like, that's a high percentage.
that seems like a high percentage. I mean, agents only get 3 to 5%. So,
Right. Right. So yeah, those ones I will not visit at all. And other islands you could visit, and you could have a. I've joined a couple catalog parties, which is where you bring some furniture items, and they'll have some furniture items, and you drop them all, and then you go around, you pick up each other's stuff, you put it all down because you leave with what you brought. But if you have picked up an item at some point in time, then in the game, like you can purchase it. So like if, hey, I'm designing my
oh,
house, I need a better refrigerator. You have one. You don't want to give it to me or sell it to me. If I go to your island and I pick it up and then I put it down, I can go back to my island and there's like an ATM type machine and I can purchase it there.
okay.
So simply because I owned it at one time, then I can purchase other things.
So, what if I go and I pick stuff up and then I leave?
Then you're the jerk.
So that's just it. That's the only repercussion for that.
They can, if they notice it, they can like boot you off the island right away to get you, so you can't take their stuff.
Okay.
But
Because I see
I
that
play
happening.
I play very nicely. Yeah, well, in the early, I think a couple days and weeks of people doing this, I think there's a lot of people that went and like trashed other islands and stuff like that. But that's mostly stopped. And so usually, if you're inviting people to your island, you have
You
like a
know them.
fenced. Yeah, but well, yeah, no, you have like a fenced off area because I can't take your fence down. So
Okay.
like when I arrive, like there's a set path, and you have to stay in the fence, and like you're sort of not really quarantined, but you're corralled in this area, and that's where you have to stay to participate in the activity that's going on.
Okay.
So
All right.
therefore, like the rest of the island that's got a whole bunch of stuff, you
You
can't
can't get
touch it,
to.
you can't get to
Okay.
it and mess anything up. So
Quite ingenious, really.
so yeah. So Nintendo, way to go on the marketing and money making. And just to bring this back to one of our favorite topics, guess what I'm having for dinner tonight, Mr. File?
Are you really going to Crusade?
Yes, we are. I have not decided what my burger is going to be yet, but I'll be going through the menu later on this afternoon.
Because there was chatter in the house today for the shakes already.
Yeah, it started with just the shakes, and I was like, well, let's just get dinner as well. Because sometimes we've just done the shakes a couple times, but I'm feeling like I want a good burger as well.
But see, I'm starting, because it's May 1st, I'm starting this month eating better again. So I'm dropping the sugar
It's
and stuff
May
like that.
Day.
I understand. And all I've had today was eggs and orange. And what I want is a blueberry muffin and some pizza and a scoop of sugar. So, and I'm not getting that. So,
Well, you would not get pizza at Crusade, so you would still be good and not
no,
have pizza.
it would be bite the flesh burger with mashed potatoes and a shake. That's, of course it would.
Yeah. But then tomorrow you're gonna go for a really long run or walk or something, right?
Oh, let me write that down. Tomorrow I need to run. I need to run from here to your house to burn all that off. I'd have to run from here to Iowa just to burn that off.
Well, by the time you ran back home, like you run over here,
Right.
we
Right.
chat from an appropriate distance,
Right.
right? And then you could run back home and then you're good.
Yeah, but after eating, I'd have to crawl.
But and since you ran all the way out here,
Right.
no, it's not too far away.
That's true. This is just not going to work. I don't know if I'm going to make it a month.
I'm not helping your cause. I apologize for that. I will support
Well,
you.
but I caved so easy. Like, oh, I'm so hungry. We should go to Crusade Burger. Okay.
Yeah. All right, I'll just drive. I
Yes.
won't get any food.
Which I've done. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to get a shake. We'll go. I'll get a burger. I'll be fine. I'm not going to get a shake. And then we're ordering because you have to order online.
Yep.
Order online. Do you want a shake? Fine. I'll take that shake.
If you're gonna make me.
Right. Now I'm hungry. Thanks a lot. Truly
Hey, you're
appreciate
welcome. I've got some delicious Cheez-Its right here.
that.
Extra toasty.
You should show Mr. Dexel that. He loves the Cheez-It.
I don't know if he's an extra toasty fan.
I think
Or
he's a
he's-
Cheez-It in general fan.
Because there's some weird flavors that I don't particularly enjoy.
I don't know why. I don't know what they were trying to improve on. Like, hey, here's a Cheez-It. We should add this. Let's add jalapeno. Why?
Yeah, it's good. It's like Oreos, like all those crazy flavor Oreos.
Yeah.
Just there's one flavor. Just stick with the regular one. You know,
Double stuff.
added the different layers of stuff,
Right.
the different amounts. That's enough variety.
That's all I need.
Have you ever had the
Oh,
there's
no.
the thin, like there's the regular, there's double stuff, there's mega stuff. Have you ever had the most stuff?
No. That's probably like a sandwich. It's not called an Oreo. It's called an Oreo sandwich.
Yeah, it's I'm trying to get the ratio correct in my head here, but it's at least like double like what the mega stuff is, or like triple what the double stuff is. Like it's a significant, like you got a cookie, you got a significant layer of cream, and
Like-
then you've got the other.
We talking half inch?
No, it's probably like a third of an inch. But like when you're thinking your food, like
Well, right.
a significant amount of
Well, especially when you're talking Oreo cookie stuffing,
right.
and
Like
then you double it, and then you mega stuff it, and then you got the most stuff. Because I can, because like you have a Oreo, you can eat that in one bite, in theory. Double stuff, it's a 2-biter. The mega is pushing a full 2-biter.
and here, I found a wonderful image for you.
Comparison.
That's the most stuff right there.
Oh, that's a
So
lot.
I mean, like you don't get a whole lot in the package because
Well,
they're
there's
so gigantic.
that picture up
And-
on top
here-
they just
here we
had.
go, here we go.
I see what it is.
Uh-oh. Where'd it go? There we go.
There it is. Oh, 13 grams of stuff.
I mean, you honestly, you cannot eat a whole lot of those. Like regular Oreos, sometimes you like if you're not paying attention, you could down a whole row,
You could get a sleeve. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
get a sleeve.
and you're like, oh, whoops, that was bad.
I like what it says here. The most stuff Oreo is just 13 grams. It's just.
just 13 grams.
Everybody's like, well, 13 grams doesn't seem like 13 grams is a lot when you're eating a cookie.
And that stuffing is filling. Like I could eat 2 or maybe 3 of those cookies, and then like I'm good. Like you don't want to, like if you eat that fourth,
It puts
You
you
will
right
not
over to
feel
the
right.
not feel
Yeah.
right. Yeah, right. I can understand that. Yeah, we don't have Oreo cookies in the house for very long. Like
No.
the parsing out, like, hey, I'll just grab 1, or I'll grab 2, which I can do. I've learned to take moderation.
right?
There's other individuals in the house that I'll take 1 right now, and then I'll take 1 in a minute,
Right.
and then in 10 minutes I'll take 2. Next a sleeve's gone, and next there's just 1 left in the package with the broken cookie and half the stuffing showing, and then or just missing a whole one side of the cookie.
Yeah.
And then that's
It's just good. Yeah. They
Right.
don't last. They don't
No, they
last.
don't.
So we truthfully don't buy Oreos that often. And honestly, because chocolate chip is a better cookie anyway.
Right. I totally agree.
Speaking of
That's
which,
coming up. Oh, that's
that
right.
is coming up soon.
It's not, but
And-
we're going to make it that way.
Yes, we're going to make it that. And then usually for May the 4th, I pull out my Star Wars cookbook and make some Wookiee cookies, which is a variation on chocolate chip cookies. So if I have some, I'll bring those to our conversation, even though I can't really share them with you. But you'll get to see them if I make them.
You know what you should do? You should make some, send them to me quick. That way I can look,
You have them.
Right.
I could, maybe if I drive if I park outside your house and I put them in like a Tupperware, I could like Frisbee style, like throw them to you across the yard.
No, you just walk up to the house, set them on the stoop, and bring the doorbell and run.
I guess. I'd like throwing things at you better. It sounds more fun.
Catch! All right. It's earned my food. I get it.
All right. Well, that was, I don't know where we started with Animal Crossing. We got to food and cookies and all sorts of delicious things.
Shocking how it turns out.
Yeah. But we will talk some more next week. And we need to find some more special guests to have on with us next week.
I agree.
We'll talk off the air.
Yes, we will.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed another quarantine.
Peace.
See you later.